Hello all friends, this is Amir from Easy Math and Science. Today we're going to learn about some more examples of domain and range and how to determine whether it's a function or not, and whether it's a function or not a function. So one example that is given here is these are all domain elements, okay? And these are all range element, and they're connected with arrow in order to show which domain element is correlated with which range element, and the elements in domain are -2, 0, 1 and 4, and elements in range are -4, -1, 0 and 2. And it says -2 is correlated with -4, 0 is correlated with -1, and 0 is also correlated with 0, 1 is correlated with 2, and 4 is correlated with 0. Now let's put this in table form and see how it looks like in a table form. So you see these are x elements, okay, and I'm gonna write down the y elements here. So let me write down x elements in blue. So the x element is -2, the corresponding y element is -4. X element is 0, corresponding y element is -1. X element is again 0, like you see there is another arrow is going on here. So the another x element is 0 correlated with 0. Then the another x element is 1 correlated with 2 in y, which is range, alright. And another domain element is 4, which is the x element, and y element, which is range element, correlated to that quantity is 0. So you can see in this video, right, in this table right here, these are all x elements, these are all y elements. And like we mentioned in the previous video, if the domain, or if x values, domain or x values are repeating, then that relation is not a function, is not a function. So the example that we are seeing right now is not a function. So this example right here is not a function. Why? Because our domain values are repeated. In other words, our x values are repeated for the same different y values. Now let's look at the other example. So it says there is one graph is shown. Let me draw that in different color right here. Okay, so this is your y-axis, okay, and this is my x-axis, this is my x-axis, and this is y-axis. And here you can see there are points plotted. So the first point is -1, -1. So this is 1 point, -1, -1. The second point is 0, -3. The third point is 1, 0, so which is on x-axis, and the fourth point is 4 and 2. 4 and 2, so the point is here. So these are all four points are given. Now we have to see whether this is a function or not a function. So I'm going to talk about the vertical line test in the in future videos, but I just want to give you the brief introduction about that concept right here. So whatever the points here are, if you pass a vertical line, from, let's say, suppose this is 1 point, this is 1 point, third point is this one, and the fourth point is this one, and you see, so there is only 1 point on each and every line, 1 point on each and every line, and that tells you, if there is only 1 point, that tells you that it is a function. If there are 2 points, suppose there is I found there was a point here on this line, then I can say this is not a function. Now let me go ahead and remove this. We're going to talk about this vertical line test. vertical line test in future videos, and when I'm gonna explain the function, or where we're gonna figure out if the relation or equation is a function or not a function, at that time I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk about vertical line test in future videos. So stay tuned for that one. Now let me go ahead and remove all the unnecessary content from here, so we can see only our points. Or let's just do this way. So I saw my 4 points on the graph. Alright, so these are the 4 points. Now try to put those points in a table. Alright, let's make a XY table, beautiful XY table here. So X and Y. So the X value, let's start with this value. So X value is -1, Y corresponding Y value is -1. Here the X value is 0, the corresponding Y value is -3. Here our X value is 1 and the corresponding Y value is 0. And here the X value is 4 and the corresponding Y value is 2. So now you see all the X elements are unique, and that's why we can say no elements are repeating, and we can say this is an example, or this relation is a function. My relation is function. Alright guys, so this is the more example about the domain and range and about relation and functions. Stay tuned for the next video, and in future videos I'm going to talk about various calculation methods, and we're going to talk about the FOIL method also in the next video. So please subscribe to our channel and like and share our videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye.